Kansas City Chiefs taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Pacheco. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Purdy now to throw off the play action. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
What is this?
Purdy to throw it on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play action here. Purdy. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, 28 yards. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. In motion right, that's Hardman. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Brought down at the 20. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Butker's kick here is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So still a little bit of time following the made field goal, but we are tied as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he is swallowed up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4 and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10, we're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? A handoff now for Pacheco. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Mahomes now on 1st down. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 4th touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. In motion right, that's Hardman. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man here, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. Touchdown. Rashee Rice. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead.
49ers 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners on first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's first and 10. To throw is Purdy. He finds Kittle going across the field. Here's first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Purdy to throw. And this is caught. Jennings. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's first and 10. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon.
Called the loudest in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 54, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's...
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Mahomes to throw on second down. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for KC, and even 40 yards. Mahomes now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that run. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner, and the 49ers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
That open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10. Purdy off the play fake. Try here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's free at the 35. And he is going to have the Niners first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient. Excellent job blocking. Finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And the ball's on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks. I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Mahomes.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. 39 yards.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
2nd down in the yard.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
3rd down and 1.
They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. He's got room to roam. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there. That'll bring us to 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Mahomes now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. In motion right, that's Hardman. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Fresh off that pick 6, here's Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And His kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a...
There he goes, left side.
He's still on his feet. He's on his way. Christian McCaffrey.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have retaken a third quarter lead.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Purdy will throw for it.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And they're going to speed things up here.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Yeah, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Mahomes takes it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point. Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Brings up fourth down and less than a yard.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Flush to his right. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Booker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They go play action here. Purdy. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. noticed in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
That's good. Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Your ball, baby. We are going to do this. We got this. Oh, what you got?
2nd and 10.
Hey, 43, 10.
A handoff now for Pacheco. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have... their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
He was brought down by Black Forward. A gain of 14.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he stopped immediately there. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's a strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. He is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take it up the 46-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one. Maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think the both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
In motion right, that's Hardman. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Eagles' 34-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. In motion right, that's Hardman. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Isaiah Rodgers. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
On first down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. In motion right, that's Hardman.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Mahomes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's Pacheco. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 31 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. to the line with Joe Snead. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Sidney Brown with it. And they will finally get it, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Clock and 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. In motion left goes a tight end. Again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead up. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled in the booth ready for quarter number 3. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. Right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
2nd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
At the 43-yard line.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. Wiggles free. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And that will be incomplete as well.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. In motion right. That's Hardman. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch.
And got his man complete. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts, eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Help me out a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete everything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. Again, that's Watkins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought down. the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mahomes. They'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15 he goes. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now they try with Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards. The play fake. Here's Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. But this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Here now, 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. Down right around the 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And it's straight. It's Pacheco.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
This is 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
Some coaches have to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of number. Coaches tell us that when you score special teams 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
This was a very